So this video is another FTR markup which I am making available on YouTube to give you an insight into what it is that the members within the group get on a regular basis. It just so happens to be that one of the markups that I was discussing in the video, I am currently sat in the trade. It's about half an hour until spread hours. I'm considering closing out, but I might keep it open overnight and we will check in with it tomorrow. So if you haven't subscribed already, I recommend that you do. And if you want to join me, follow the link below. Okay, so we're just about to start the New York session on Tuesday, 21st, but I'm going to talk to you guys as if, well, actually, I'm just going to show you exactly what I post into the group at FTR to keep everybody on track and looking for the same thing. So I'm going to press publish up on here so I can post it into Discord for everyone to see. And it's going to be a relatively quick video, but this is just to give you a bit of an insight as to what people get. Okay, so we're going to have a quick look at the 4 hour and just see how price has developed since yesterday, as I missed the London session this morning. But we've clearly worked our way down into the daily area, which is great. But we've got this huge area of imbalance down here. And with that in mind, we've got this little, it's an inside bar, so it's not even an order block, but it's likely going to cause a small reaction from here. At the very least, before probably continuing down. But there is the off chance that we might just get a reaction from hit and push up, because we have indeed basically pushed up. I think these were equal lows, 421, 421. Yeah, so these were equal lows. So this might be the mitigation that we needed from the previous H4, which went on to create a new break of structure working its way upwards. And then what we've done from here is we've broken this structure right here, working our way upwards, even though it's a very strong rejection and it's kind of off the area of congestion, which we would have expected anyway. If this doesn't look particularly strong, and this is a very strong looking reverse. And it's also very much coming down the same speed that it went up. So there's every chance that price could continue down. And bear in mind that we're looking at, with this dollar strength at the moment, it looks as though America is likely going to start kicking it in again. So we should work down, I think, on the fundamentals at the very least. So we're just going to try to get an entry or a possible entry off of the 15. If we can't do that, we'll check the 5 and just revert down to the price action elements. But this morning, there's not really, or this afternoon, there isn't really anything to look at. Apart from here is a very obvious sort of, again, not quite an order block, but a congestion area, which I do think has potential to drop us down. And if that's to be the case, I don't really think, like, now we've mitigated this, there's not really anything to sort of catch us as we're moving down. Exactly on the halfway point of the daily, it looks at the moment like there is a very short term potential push with that order block. So a target nonetheless is likely going to be this. So if we did a pending order, I think this is based off the 1 minute. So we're going to drop down in a minute and have a look. But we've got a preliminary target of about 12R, and then realistically going to head down to here, which is about 18. So drop down to the 5, and we'll see what this is made of. If it's made of anything, because it doesn't look, it looks kind of out of place. So maybe it's an old markup. I'll just check my tablet. No, I don't know what it's for. So anyway, working down, we've got shock. This is bearish to me, so I'm just going to try and look for a more precision based entry. Oh right, okay, fine, that makes a little bit more sense. So this is the order block from the base of this white candle to the top of that green candle, but just to cover the highs of this as well, because there's obviously a bit of imbalance. And then not really an order block, but still this has mitigated the previous area, which had mitigated this, which had mitigated that. And then we've got this up here as a possibility that price could sort of run to, with probably a wick, to be honest. So body close up here, wick up there, come down. We don't have any major sort of red news today, I don't think. I'm just going to check. no major red news, so that shouldn't really happen. Um, but yeah, I'll be looking to short the market from here if I can. So I'll try and get a reversal candle, so a rejection off here. And if I can get four four pips or less as a stop loss, and I'll do that. Fantastic. But at the moment, there's nothing much to do. So moving over to GU, let's check the H4. We have again come down, tapped the H4 as expected. We haven't worked down to the daily yet, but we've again perfect, perfect stop right there. So moving to the 15, the market this morning has just been sort of like a sideways-ish channel. Again, we're kind of mitigating everything as we're moving. So this is going to be looking at the extremes and following price action. So what I mean by that is this would have been a perfect kind of entry to go for if we had broken the low. Just so happens to be that we came back up and we retested this area. So really, we just need to wait for more price action. We're either going to break the low here, or we're going to break this sort of range high, probably there. So drop down to the 5 minute, see if there's anything kind of clearer on the charts. I'm looking for order blocks, by the way. Okay, I'm going to talk you through how I would try to trade this. If and only if we get a body break out of here, and then a sort of staggered approach down, I would look to take a trade off of this with my stop loss below here to feed it up again to probably, oh, let's see, perfect mitigation. Did a video on that yesterday, funny enough. Yeah, it'll probably be to here as a bare minimum. But if we don't get that, and the market either just wicks this area or we get reversal from here, it's probably going to lead its way down. Either way, I'd like to see a break above there, but if we end up breaking below here, I'm actually looking at this low, not this sort of, low which is created there. And again, it's going to come down to whether or not it's a body break or if it's a wick break. So if it's a wick break, we're more or less waiting on a stop order. If it's a body break, we're going to come back and get an order block because we've got such phenomenally good, not only risk reward ratio, but a very good win rate with this now. So, and given how price action is and the distance we are to the next H4, it's like nearly 100 pips. It's probably going to be about 80 from here. Yeah, 80-ish. I will probably follow that down in a price action format. So put my stops behind the swings. Certain areas are going to be stronger than others, which obviously you'll know if you're in the group already. But generally speaking, that's what I'll be looking to do. Take shorts, or if we get the body break above here, I'll be looking for longs. Gonna just really briefly check the 1 minute. I don't really like looking at the 1 minute on GU because the spreads are usually a little bit higher. They're on 0 at the moment, but when I'm doing a stop order, I'll get slipped from time to time. But I think in reality, there's nothing to do. I have to sit on my hands and wait for an opportunity. So I'm just going to set the alerts on these on the high and low, so I can do some other stuff. I'll just put the volume on my computer and just wait until something happens. So quick check back at EU just to refamiliarize myself. Got an alert set there. I'm also going to set an alert here. Let's look on the 1 minute. Yeah, also nothing to do. This one I'm happy to trade with the 1 minute because spreads are almost always 0. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Again, just sitting and waiting. And this is now sort of saving, and this will go to the guys within the group. And I'll put with it a little bit of an explanation as to what I think that price is going to do in case they don't have time to watch the video. The videos are usually 2 to 3 minutes long, sometimes like a minute. So a very quick, here's a trade idea. This is what we're looking at. And to us, it doesn't really matter where the price is going. It's how you react to it once it gets there. So yeah, if you want to join FTR, it is a gated access. So that means it's based on merit. I don't accept everybody into the group. It is based on how you answer the questions. Takes 30 seconds to fill out the form, and I also give you access to my favorite chart entry as well. So that will be there ready for you to download upon submitting. So yeah, hopefully I'll see your application and then see you in the group in the next few days.